Hello, good afternoon, dear students. As we already continued, I think we started with The Doll's House by Catherine Mansfield, the story. So we'll be continuing with the story. I just want to give you an idea about what the story is. As you've already read the text, so you already can understand what Catherine Mansfield talks about in this short story. Now, this short story, The Doll's House, is a story that treats the topics of justice, social inequality, and money as a tool of power. Money is used as a tool of power, the vanity of human dynamics. This is what the story talks about. Now, the majority of the character in the story, including the Bernal daughters and their parents, their aunt, and their friends, are of the social elite class and pride themselves on their superior status. Now, the Kelvis girls, however, are from a lower class and are banned from associating with the other girls because of this. Even the school teachers treats the Kelvis girls differently from her other students. The Kelvis girls' low social and economic status is reflected in the fact that they are banned from associating with other children and seeing the doll's house. So even they are not permitted to see the doll's house also. While the impoverished Kelvis girls are presented as humble and innocent, the members of the higher social classes are presented as excessively cold hearted. Both Aunt Beryl and the school girls feel joyful after insulting the Kelvis. So, see, what a pathetic condition of society that is being reflected and depicted here in the story. No matter the Kelvis girls reflect deeply and dreamily on the doll's house at the end, they demonstrate an innocence and goodness that the other characters of the story do not. And I think the qualities, the virtues of innocence and goodness, they are the one that captures the heart of people and everyone around us. Vanity, frailty can never capture the heart of people. So, uh, this is what happens in the story, and by repeatedly presenting the Kelvis girls in a sympathetic light, we can say, especially by the else, Kelve, or else it has been called, is reflected. Mansfield invites the reader to identify with the Kelvis and experience the evils of upper class prejudice. That evils of upper class prejudice are being reflected here in the story. The central theme of the story, of course, is what we can say is the story of cruelty of the class distinctions. So, I mean, you can easily understand that how society is being presented, how society reflects the way people react to this personal status or personal things of themselves, and this is what basically gives a unique message to the story. In fact, the unique message that is given by from the story to the readers by Catherine Mansfield. So this is a wonderful story, a beautiful story, and it helps us and makes us think about the fact that why this kind of prejudice and social discrimination we have in this world, why these things are occurring again and again, why we are becoming a victim of all these biasness, all this prejudice, and why we are clinging to all these things which are not taking us any way ahead in our spiritual growth as well as in our uh, individual as well as social growth. So uh, as soon as you go through the text of the story, I think you'll be able to understand in a much better way what exactly Catherine wants to say. So it's a very simple, innocent story, and in the story, children are being targeted, apart from being the parents also. And through this, it reflects what exactly Catherine wants to say in the story. So I hope you will enjoy definitely and you've understood. We'll move on to the next story in the next class. Thank you so much.